The name's Hamza. I'm in my early 20s and a student currently trying to get enrolled into a university for my Bachelor of Science in Economics and Finance degree. At the same time, also completing two other courses. The first one is a diploma in hotel management, and the second one is a certified course of digital marketing. Also, I live in a suburban quiet area of my city. I have to write this down because I'm afraid I'll forget about it and I have to leave for class in the next 2 hours. My mind hasn't even processed what just happened with me, let alone get ready for class. So, a little background. I was a healthy man before some strange things started to embrace me. For the past week, I started to feel like I have a medical condition. I believed I had a lump or a mass in my upper right testicle. I googled it, and as usual, it showed like a life-threatening disease. And I showed it even though I believed it. I was diagnosed with only an epididymal cyst. Reports show it's just a cyst that isn't harmful or painful. But because of this and being the only child, I was under severe mental pressure and almost had a mental breakdown since the past week. I almost experienced a pulling effect on my nuts and sometimes pain. I don't know if I was just overthinking it or it was actually happening as I wasn't in the right state of mind. I consulted to 3 different doctors, 2 of which were family doctors and one was a urologist. All 3 of them said not to worry as it's not a life-threatening disease, it's just a cyst. Wouldn't cause much harm. But I had totally different views and started overthinking. Due to this, I was under this influence of immense stress and lost appetite for since the past week. Everybody said I was overthinking and going complete maniac. I usually sleep way past 2 a.m. and I'm very heavy sleeper. Even if you hit me in my sleep, chances are pretty slim that I'll be awake, and because of this, I'm usually late for everything. As I said earlier, I'm not a writer, but I have to type it out what just happened. Because I'm starting to think I'm losing my mind. I'm a fan of creepypastas and hear them a lot on YouTube while trying to get to sleep as they help me fall asleep. Due to my medical condition, I didn't even want to do anything. I didn't want to do the things of my most favorite part of the night, listening to creepypastas or playing video games, as I'm also a hardcore gamer. I just wanted to lay down and weep alone about what would happen in the future. When I consulted a 4th doctor, I told him my condition. He said I had extreme level of anxiety, nausea, insomnia, and was sleep deprived. And I'm probably overthinking, so he prescribed me some muscle relaxants and antipsychotics. They helped me a lot, and I was starting to feel better, and I was just starting to get back on my routine as I had wasted a little more than a week because of it and had done nothing productive. It's January the 21st, 2023, as I'm writing this. Last night, I felt a severe pain in my lower stomach or navel area, whatever you call it. So I took my meds and fell asleep in my room. The drugs really did their magic, and I fell asleep like a baby. Around a little past 7:30 a.m., something extremely strange happened. I was sleeping on my bed and felt 2 invisible skeleton hands with long fingers reach out from behind my back and grab my chest even though I couldn't see them. They felt that they were just bones and no flesh. I woke up, still in my dream. The hands then lifted me up, making me float in mid-air. I screamed out of pain and agony, or at least I tried to scream. Those fingers were dug deep into my chest and the grip went tighter and tighter. My mother was sleeping right beside me, but she couldn't hear me as I opened my mouth, made the effort to speak, but no words came out. I was devastated. I don't know who or what was lifting me up. There's a bathroom in my room next to my bed. Those long skeleton hands shifted me to the next room where my dad sleeps in. I asked him to free me. Somehow he heard me and very calmly freed me from those hands by twisting them, even though they're still invisible. Here's when things started to get even weirder. Remember when I said it took me to the next room where my father sleeps in? Yeah, it wasn't my father's room. It was a room from my grandparents' house, who I frequently visited, and that exact same room was the one Me and my parents slept in or spent time when we visited our grandparents. At the time while I was dreaming, or I don't know what to call it anymore, I saw my grandparents in that very room with my father, and everybody was just staring at me with blank faces, sitting down without saying a word. I was terrified at the sight of this. I left the room, came to my original bedroom, and laid down once again. As I was drifting off to sleep one more time and felt those hands reach out once again, and once again I was floating in midair. Those hands sucked deep into my chest again, then I was transferred to my bathroom. I was so confused at that point that I couldn't think of anything. And the next second I was wide awake. This time I was actually awake in reality. I brushed it off and ruled the entire bizarre occurrence to the meds reacting in my body, making me dream such weird stuff. I got up, went to the bathroom, did my thing, but I couldn't shake the feeling of pain in my chest. So I pulled up my shirt only to find bruises. You know, like when someone grabs your arm, grips it tightly, and leaves a mark? Yes, exactly. Those same long claw marks were on my chest. I have absolutely no idea if I'm losing my mind, but I'll update you guys if something bizarre happens like this again. Till next time. This is my first creepypasta, and the story is true. Whatever I said is completely true. So I hope you like my content. This is the first ever video, and you know, I don't even know what I'm saying at this point because English is not my native language, but I'm trying my best to speak clearly in English so that you guys can understand. I don't even know if people are going to listen to this. It's a boring story for most of the people, but at least it was real, what I felt. I still remember that feeling like it was yesterday. It's 14th of February 2023 when I'm recording this, and since then nothing has really happened, and I'm perfectly fine. As I promised, I'll update you guys on this one as well. But yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and it took a lot of effort to write this and record this, as I'm a very lazy guy. Thank you all, and good night.